Hey, it's Eric here at Peachtree Classic Cars, and this is a first for me. I've got a 1969 Chevelle convertible, and I'm real excited about this car. I've actually been driving it some, and drives great. Really fun car to be seen in. There's not a lot of these. There's nobody else in town that I know that has one. Anyways, good little driver. Not a perfect car, but not a perfect price. So. But we can take it for a quick spin. That's a small block V8, 3-speed automatic transmission, and it just drives down the road like an old boat, as they say. I mean, this thing just floats down the road. Steer it with one finger. It's got power steering. Really easy car to drive. And this is the kind of car I really enjoy with my wife, because we just kind of cruise around and wave at people and run to the grocery store and things like that. Brakes stop nice and straight. I'm not touching the steering wheel right now, I'm hitting the brakes, so they don't pull to the left or right. Like I said, real easy to steer around this cul-de-sac, for example. I'm gonna see if I can get where I can. What did we do before power steering? Skinnier tires, that's what we did. I'm gonna see if I can get this to where we're pretty much in the sunlight, and that way there's no casting shadows or anything on it. I love this blue. It's a new driver quality paint job, and it really is a driver quality paint job. It's only got maybe 2 or 3 weeks on it. It's definitely not perfect, but it looks nice. It shows well. I'm gonna pop the hood real quick, and then we'll turn the engine off. I'm calling this car Granny's Grocery Getter. This is Granny's Grocery Getter. But power brakes, stop awesome, power steering, nice clean engine detail. Not perfect, but it's nice and clean under the hood. And the engine seems to run real good. Paint's peeling up underneath here. I mean, really, honestly, I guess it just all depends. Everybody wants to do something a little different with a car. If you really wanted this to be a nice car, you'd want to go from bumper to bumper on it, and you'd want to just do the whole car. But that being said, I think this is a nice driver just like it is. It's not, like I said, it's not perfect. Had a little bit of a hard time trying to open the hood. Sometimes it kind of feels like you got to really get your hand or fingers up in there to push hard on that latch. So that might be something that could be adjusted. But the paint is pretty. It shows nicely. Rally wheels, tires have got good tread on them. I bought another set of wheels actually for the car, and I decided I wasn't going to put them on. I just kind of wanted to leave this, like I said, kind of wanted to leave it Granny's Grocery Getter. So front and rear bumpers look original. They're not in bad shape, but it's driver quality, like I said. Had a spot of rust in the trunk repaired. It's nice and clean. New weather stripping around it. There's one spot right here. If you look closely, you can see we did a repair right there. Welded a new piece in. Now the trunk looks nice and clean. There's one other spot right here we didn't go after. A little hole right there. And I wasn't necessarily trying to cover that up, but just happened to have that there too. It's got a brand new top, and this is the cables that need to be thrown on it. I'll see if I can get to that before the car gets shipped out, wherever it's getting purchased, or if you come and get it in person, that's fine too. But trunks, other than that one hole, in real clean condition. and the interior as well. The dash looks pretty clean. It's got, if you look really closely, it's got one little crack right there. The dash is all here. I know that electrically or electronically, the fuel gauge is off. The speedometer seems to be working and accurate. It's got a power top. The windshield wiper switch is broken. It needs to be repaired. So when I go to wiggle the windshield wiper switch, it's kind of like a loose tooth. Pull the lights, they do come on and off. So the lights are working. The horn is not, actually listen. You can hear the horn trying to function. It just needs the horn, probably either needs to be cleaned, or you can even just put a $15 horn on there. So it sounds like the horn would actually work if it was working, if that makes sense. So these seats appear to be original, and I'll try to get in the shade when I do the photos. I only see one tear here on the top. And if it was me and I was gonna keep this car for us as a family, I think I'd do a new interior in it. I'd just go ahead and put, you know, new seats, covers, new door panels, and call it done. Man, I was really hoping that I'd missed the bus, but I didn't. Damn it. So I got a brand new top on it. I got a brand new tonneau cover. This is a brand new boot. The first time we've ever put it on here. And take a quick look up underneath the car. I feel bad. I always try to miss the bus driver, and instead I always end up making her drive around me. Nice solid frame rails underneath the car. Floor pans. I know there were a couple of rust spots on the car before the car was painted, and they were cut out, welded, and replaced. So I'm not sure that I can say it's a rust-free car. Obviously, we found a rust hole in the trunk pan, but I can definitely say it's no rusty bucket. It hasn't been undercoated. There's not a bunch of, you know, things being hidden under here. And it really floats down the road. I mean, obviously underneath, everything's looking pretty original. So, you know, new rubbers and washers and things like that might be in order at some point. But quite frankly, like I said, I've been driving the car a lot. This is the other side of the floor pan. It appears to be in great condition. And I believe those are original floor pans. Of course, when that got shot, this did not get, you know, this did not get taped off like a professional paint job would. So there's paint on the frame rails down here. But not a big deal. Unless you're laying down on your back like I am just now. You're not seeing that anyways. And then underneath here, same thing. You got some surface rust here, some crusties that, you know, you see as I wipe my hands all across it, some undercoating coming off, but nice and solid from underneath. Looking good here too. So as far as I can tell from this inspection and from looking at the car previously, there's no major rust at all to speak of, which I really think is awesome. So, I believe I mentioned brand new top. Glass is in good shape. Windows all roll up and down except for this one here. This window, I was having a little bit of problems with it, and when I go to turn it, it's kind of not wanting to cooperate. That's the only window on the car. The rest of the windows seem to roll up and down pretty easily. I know that there's new weather stripping here on the doors. All the glass seems to be in good shape. So yeah, I'm calling this Granny's 1969 Chevelle convertible grocery getter. And what a cool car. Like I said, I bought some wheels for it. If you're interested in the wheels, let me know. They're just a really nice set of 18 and 8s in the front, 18 and 9.5s on the back. They got brand new tires on them. I was gonna do that, throw another, you know, $1,500 on the price. That's about what the wheels cost. But obviously would make the car look like a whole nother car. Whenever we do wheels, it always just makes them pop. But I don't know, just after I started driving it, and I've driven it on some nice days. Today it's 65 degrees out. It's a nice day to go for a drive in a convertible, and I think the purist in me got the best of me, and I felt like, let's leave it alone and let the next guy decide what he wants to do with this. But I think grabbing this car up like it is, maybe putting some wheels on it if that's what you like, putting a new interior in it, this would be a really, really nice driver. And you'd have, you know, real minimal amount of money in it compared to what you're seeing these cars go for when they're perfect. So check us out at peachtreeclassiccars.com.